Hey guys, it's Yosh here. The guard retention might be the most difficult techniques for all Jiu-Jitsu players. In this video, I explain 3 ideas that can instantly improve your guard retention skills. That is by managing the distance, changing the levels, and using the frame is the right angle. Let's take a closer look. Okay, the first thing about understand distance with your opponent. There's been always action-reaction with your partner in Jiu-Jitsu. Like I play a guard, then he passed my guard. So the first thing I want you to understand distance. There have been 3 major distance. Like if I lie down like this is the most far distance. Like I use my soles, like spider distance. Then once it passes line, that's like shin distance like this. It's closer than the first one, but I can still use my shin as a frame. Then the closest, once it passes my shin level, it's gonna be close to me like this. The half guard. So 3 distances. You need to understand each other to use it properly. So the first the farthest distance like this. Yeah, of course it's like I have more distance, but I have to be careful that there's been more space for him as well. If he can get away from me like this, look, I cannot use it anymore. Then worst case, he may be to throw my legs to the side, look. Then I'm gonna lose my flame. Then I can no longer play guard, like guard rotation, like that. So that's why if I play in the leg distance, like sole distance, I wanna keep my legs like knees close to. So this is what I like to do. Then I don't need to chase him. Otherwise, it's gonna be something I'm like explaining, like this. So this is the first distance. The second, like more like using the shin. This is more like stopping his inside pressure pass, like he's coming knee slide or triangle like this. Then I stop it like this. This is a really reliable position for me. Once I set up the shin distance, there should be less mobility for him. Or on the other hand, he cannot even come to me as well as I can block him like this. So I recognize a middle distance. Then this is very easy to switch to this leg distance if I feel uncomfortable. Or if I like to play like short range, I even encourage him to come forward, to come to the closest distance. That I'm going to explain in the next one. Okay, another one. It's like a half guard, the shortest range. It's like he already passed my legs like this, but somehow I trap one of his legs, like on his thigh. Can you get your knees on the mat? Like the regular half guard, like this. Like I commit to trap his leg with my legs instead of using my legs to make the frame. You understand? Or like he's standing up, like knee slide, like this. He already breached it. Then I only catch his ankle, like this. This is still part of a guard position, but as you can see, it's a bit hard to play. You're under pressure. So that's why if it's possible, you want to avoid the distance at the beginning of the time when you play the guard. The next one, I want you to understand a level. There's been 3 major levels you can change it when you play the guard. Okay, the first one, like most common position, when you play the guard, probably you automatically imagine that you get your back on the ground, then play some kind of spider, collar slip, de la heaver. Like this type of level, I call this level as the ground level, like this. You can purely use your legs to play your guard, or like guard retention when it comes to the side, I just swing my leg to get back like this. Like I use it on my hook distance or even shin distance is like this. Look, even this is on the ground level, like this. But sometimes I may not be able to figure out like a guard retention on the ground level. Let's say if he does a step passes to the side with grabbing my pants like this. So in this situation, look, I can no longer use my legs. If I stick to the ground level, it's just a matter of time to get past. He can easily pass my guard like this. So if that happens, you need to change the level. Or before it happens, you can change the level. Then I like to go like this, especially at a time like this. If I have no grips in this distance, like he doesn't even engage the match, I want to change the level. Like I want to sit up. I use my elbow to scoop my hips back. This is the second level, like seated. As you can see, as I'm sitting on my back like this, I don't use my legs, but I can use my hands. Then I can move much faster than I put my back on the ground. So I gain mobility. That's why if he doesn't engage that much, I much prefer to seated level like this. Then it's gonna be way easier for me to maintain my guard. Then he cannot even the outside step passes from this position. Can I just try something? I can easily reset the angle and distance. In order for him to pass my guard, he needs to change the level. Like one of the major ways is like he's going to pick up my ankles to make me lie down. Once I go down this angle, now he taking advantage. He can use step work, speed, or mobility. So this is the second level you want to have it. You can even use it when the time you play the guard rotation. Like when he comes to the side, like this type of situation like this. Like I said before, if I stay here, it's just a matter of time to get past. So in this case, I just want to block him like this, like cup his knee or grab his wrist, and then I'm gonna sit up. This is sit up escape. Look how I use my elbow to come up like this. Once I come up, like once I take my back from the mat, I can easily scoop out like this. Then I can retain a position. So this is the benefit to use seated level. This is also typical situation. Like he's in a shin distance. Then he does like a leg binding or like a smash pass like this. So in this situation, it's gonna be pretty difficult for me to figure out on the ground level. So the same idea as before. Instead of figuring out on the ground level, I wanna be in a higher level. I'm gonna sit up. It's pretty simple. I just make the frame like this. I show you later how to make the frame correctly. But in this time, I just want you to make the frame like forearm. I'm framing his neck like this, that he cannot chase me at this position. Now I use my elbow, look. I don't need to push me away. Somehow I want to keep him with my frame like this. All I'm doing is push myself away, like making more distance. As I make the distance, I can change the level. I'm going to be seated level. Then I'm safe. Okay, another level. This may not be part of the guard position, but I just want you to know as a way to reset the situation. Sometimes you may not be able to figure out the situation by changing the level. Let's say from this position, he already comes this, that I sit up like this. But he still chases me, like although I make distance. So in this case, I want to make it higher. I want to get another level. That's going to be on my feet. This is more like a resetting situation. Look, I still keep the frame from this position. I'm going to stand up. Look, once I take off my back from the mat, I have more mobility. I can move much faster than before. So from now, if I don't like to play the guard position, I just want to stand up to reset all situation to start from scratch. Or here, once I take over back like this, I have more space and distance. That's going to be way easier to come back in front of him like this. So this is another level, like on your feet. Then here's another idea. Sometimes you cannot figure out the situation with doing hip escape. Not like regular guard passes like face-to-face attack, knee side, or like a triangle. So in this case, like he does leg drag. When he drags my leg like this is not like a face-to-face, chest-to-chest guard pass, but pretty bad position. Once he passes my leg as a leg drag approach like this, I cannot push my way in front of me. So in this situation, I need to change the level. Like I said before, so from this position, I want to come up to seated level. If I can clear my left leg, I can recover it. But sometimes he may be chasing it in order to pass my guard like this. So in this situation, I want to stand up. So from seated level to stand up like this. Then I'm going to pull my leg like this. The movement is similar to the technical stand up. Like this, just raise your hips up to pull leg up. This is how you change the level. Once you understand 3 types of different level, it's going to be way easier to play a guard and retain a position. Okay, this is the third part of guard retention idea. So the frame. You've heard the name before, the frame. But it's very important to understand the right angle or like a right direction of your frame when you play it. Let's start with like the longest distance, my palms. Like whenever I push my opponent away, like I want to use my palms to push his shoulder away. Or you can make the grip like this. If I do it properly, I should be able to maintain a distance or keep him away. But on the other hand, if I use outside my hands, like on this side, that sounds maybe silly, but if I go like this is not a proper frame. He can easily breach it like this. So you can understand that how to use the frame properly like this. If you use your palm, you have to use your hands like this, not the other side. not even like, how can I say, like this side, like this. So the proper angle. Then you can maximize your frame to make it tight, like this. Then in the little shorter distance, sometimes you may not be able to use your hands to push your opponent away. In that case, you want to use your forearms. That is very important to use it properly. When I use my forearms, I like to use side of my forearm at, like from wrist to elbow, like this. Like chopping, I said, like karate chop. This is a decent way to use the frame. So as I do so, I can maximize the frame to tight like this. He cannot reach my neck, even though he tries to use his body weight or strength like this. But on the other hand, if I don't use my frame correctly, he should be able to reach it. Let's say I don't do that much, but if I use outside my forearm like this, right, can just reach my neck? Look, he can easily do that. Or if I use inside my forearm, that is not even possible to do. So I just want you to understand how to use it like this, okay? Now another idea. Also, I want you to keep your frame towards the object. That is also important as well. Maybe against the opponent, like that is in front of you, you can easily do that, like push away like this or this. This is the same action as like bench press or some of like weight training action, like pushing away your opponent like this. But on the other hand, sometimes he approaches in different ways, like the smash pass or leg drag. When it comes like this, as you can see in this situation, the object is not in front of me. That's why it's not easy to use my hand. So in this case, it's time to understand use the frame properly, like correctly. So in this case, I wanna use my palm like this. Look, in this time, I may make a grip, can just push up like this. Then my palm is pointing at him, like this. Then I can push him away. Can you come to me? Look, I maximize the frame like this. But if I make it thumb up, this was not wrong, but this is not a proper way to do. Can you come to me? Look, he can easily breach my frame. Although he doesn't open my frame, he's be able to get close to me like this. Or other way, if I use my forearm, not like a chopping like this, this is not maximize your frame to use it properly. Can you come to me? Look, I cannot push my opponent away. But on the other hand, if I use my forearm like point like this, can you come to me? Look, I can stop him like this. This and then I can change the level, angle, and distance like I said before. Okay, now let's put them together. Distance, level, and frame. Okay, from the beginning, he stands up, then I'm like this. At the beginning of the time, I'm not flexible. That's why I don't like to start with this position. I already like having disadvantage. That's why I want to start with this, like this. Then once I can make the grip, I want to engage the guard. But sometimes he tries to pass my guard. So in that case, I want to manage the distance and level like this. As long as I stay in front with a decent distance and level, he's not able to pass my guard. Can just move side to side, look, like this. I keep it. If he's uncomfortable, that's why he wants to make me lie down, like grabbing my ankle like this. So if that happens like this, so manage a soul distance on the ground level. Sometimes he maybe pass my leg like this case, shin distance, I can still use it. Even lasso is a part of shin distance like this. Then I want to make the decent frame like this, not going like this or like this, towards the object like this. He may pass the distance to come to shorter distance. Now it's time to use your arms to make it proper like this. Then I cannot push my opponent back. In this case, instead of doing it, I like to reset the position. Now I change the level. So I make the decent frame on this side, look. Then I move myself away. Once I maintain a distance, now I can recover. This is a guard retention idea, 3 things. That's gonna be instantly you can improve your guard retention.
Hey guys, my name is Daniel. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please push the like button and leave us a comment down below. If you want to learn more techniques, simply hit the subscribe button and click the bell to be notified when we upload a new video. This way we can bring you new and improved content. Thank you and see you next time.